There it is.
Got it.
All right, guys, it is 2:00 on a Monday, which means we are here in New England for our growth call. And like I just told Heidi, you guys are in store for a great call because Cassie's on vacation. And when Cassie's on vacation, that means we're going to give away something a little extra today. And everybody is included in this as long as you're on this call with us on Zoom. Okay, you have to be, because we're going to be streaming over on our Facebook page, yet you have to be here on our Zoom to be able to win our prize. And it's a really, really good one. It's not a book.
It's not a book.
It's
really fun. Like when we text about it, what we're going to do ahead of time, Jed's like, you want to do this? And I was like,
so we might get in trouble after, yet it's okay. We're okay with it. We're going to take the fall for it today. So it's 2:01. I want to make sure we get started with our call because we have another amazing guest this week. He is one of my best team leader friends ever in New England. Him and I have gone back almost 10 years now, Mark. I know you've been here longer, yet you and I know each other for about 10 years. And I'm so excited for you to be here today to share your wisdom, knowledge, experience, and golden nuggets with this group. They are a great group, by the way. They're a phenomenal group to be with. So you want to get started?
Yeah, I'd love to get started. And thanks for having me. Really appreciate it.
Thank you. Really, thank you for your time. So Mark, tell us a little bit about who you are and why did you come to Keller Williams?
Okay, so who am I? I am a husband and father first. I have two children, 14 and 10, lovely bride Molly, who's a teacher. I have been licensed in real estate since 1999. Opened up as the team leader at KW North Central in 2007. We opened the office here. I'm the only team leader who's ever been here. And yeah, I don't know, why did I come to KW? We were an independent firm and I was managing the office for somebody and I always wanted all the super cool stuff. And so we would go and we'd interview these franchises and I hated them all because I'm not a corporate person. I'm into agents and I love the agent mentality. And every single one was like, you're going to be so happy as an owner. And I said, I'm an agent. That guy's the owner. I'm an agent. So tell me what the agent's going to get. And they're like, oh yeah, they're going to get some cool stuff too, but here's how we're going to charge them. And it was, none of them felt right. And then breath of fresh air, got introduced to KW and was just like, wow, this can't be real. This can't be possible. Because they are talking the language of agents and how to be a great business person. And those were things that resonated with me. So fell in love with that and all of the opportunities to have all the cool stuff and not get treated like an employee. Although I know we're all 1099 contractors, that a lot of the franchises treat people like employees and treat them not like partners. And so that's why I came to KW and I loved every minute of it.
I love that answer. So now the second part of that is, why do you stay?
Yeah, I'm not very bright, I guess. Well, at KW or as a team leader, I love the team leader role, and I love the opportunity to help people to build businesses and to build wealth for themselves. And so I know that when I got into the industry, no one was helping me to do that. So it was like this really cool 6-figure opportunity, this business. But it was, a lot of people were treating it like a job. And so nobody was really helping me to understand how to be a business owner and how to behave like one. And so I'm really passionate about that. I tell people that one of the things that really fascinated me with real estate was that opportunity. And yet, as the manager for this small firm, we went and we interviewed this company. And they were 30-year veterans in the industry. They'd been in forever, husband and wife. They'd owned a company, and we bought the company from them, and we bought it for $30,000. And so we literally rolled their company in for $30,000. And I was like, this seems like a really, really bad retirement plan to me, because that's $1,000 per year for your entire career's worth of work. And if they hadn't owned buildings and other things, they would have been shafted. And the crazy thing is, you guys, that at the time when we rolled that company into our company, their kids stayed on, and we pulled in $30,000 in commissions to our company within 2 months. And so they basically paid us to take their company. And I was like, wow, that's horrible. And how do we create an opportunity to make sure that this doesn't happen to other people as they're getting out of the industry? So I'm really passionate about people setting themselves up for being able to retire someday. And that's one thing that I think that we fail at as an industry, just universally. So
So
I
so
don't know
let's
if that
talk
answered
about
your
that.
question, but that's an answer.
No,
That's
it
a good
does.
one.
It does because that's why you've stayed, and that's why so many of your agents in your market center stay, is because what you pour into them and what you give them to explore in themselves and to build their businesses. So let's talk about that for a minute.
Sure.
What has been your like favorite or success story of helping an agent succeed in this business?
I got way too many.
I know you do. Pick one for now.
So one, let's see. The one that comes to mind first is I've got a successful team that's running in the office here with somebody who was earning a 6-figure salary as an engineer. And they said, that's crushing my soul. I don't like this, what I'm doing, and I want to get into real estate. So they got into real estate. We're selling kind of part-time, again, part-time as part-time can be. And we got him to the point where he was making as much as he was making it as an engineering job, so that he was able to shift out of that. And now he has a team, and he has buyer agents and listing specialists and an MREA team where he's actually able to step into a different role in his organization. And so he's got a different set of income coming in, and he's got different responsibilities. And I think he's really enjoying that. And so, and is no longer feeling like he's having his soul crushed on a daily basis, which is really nice.
That is nice.
Yeah.
That is nice. And we're all about growth here. So please give their team name some kudos, and we'll give them a little clap and a congrats in the chat.
Okay, yeah, the Pelletier Properties Group. Nick Pelletier runs that group. So he does a really nice job. Here's the one cool thing about that, you guys. I would say he's one of the few people that I've ever met and been able to convince that following models, Gary Keller's millionaire real estate agent models, actually works. So most people do their best to actually buck that. They go, yeah, Keller's pretty smart, and I'm going to do that differently. And Nick, every once in a while we have to rein him back in, and yet he's actually one who follows that model. He's only been doing this for a handful of years, and they have a phenomenal team.
I love that. I love that. So what is the one piece of advice you could give everybody on this call, whether they're a brand new agent or a very experienced agent? What is one thing or a couple of things that they could do that you've helped other agents grow their businesses with? What is that piece of advice?
Lead generate.
What does that mean though? What does that look like? What does
That's
that
like a
mean?
bad word lately.
So
like you say lead gen, and it's
lead
like,
generation is a scary thing for most people. Here's what I would say. I would say you need to figure out how to lead generate in a way that's natural for you. And so that'll depend on your behavioral style, what's comfortable and natural for you. And what I would say is this, it's going to be a little different for all of us. It's probably going to be important for you to make it not salesy. Most people, when I interview them and have a conversation with them, they want what we have as an industry, and yet they don't want to be salesy. And so they choose not to lead generate. And what I would say to that is you just need to figure out why you're having a conversation, what kind of value you can bring to people. And then you'll do the thing that is necessary to actually have that conversation, because it's about you helping them. And if you bring that type of expertise and that type of desire and passion to help people, you'll do it all day long. And if you feel salesy, most of you won't. I only have a handful of people in the office who I could say, go cold call people, and they'll totally do it. Most of you guys on this call will not do that. And so if you're feeling like you're salesy and you're trying to do something for yourself, you're just not going to do it. You just won't. And so you've got to figure out, why is it that I'm doing these things? And that's just a conversation around, what kind of value can I bring to them? And if you're feeling like you're bringing value, you'll do it all day long. If you're not, I got a problem on my hands. And that's
so if they're not cold calling, what do they do? How do they lead generate?
Well, you can call without being salesy, right, Jen? You just go ring, ring. Hey, Jen, it's Mark, just reaching out to check on you. How you doing? That's a me thing, right? Like that's my personality, is I want to check on my people and love on my people. So if I have that conversation, and that naturally is going to lead to, hey, Mark, how are you doing? What's your business doing? And how can I help you? Because that's just a care call thing, right? So if we're doing those things and staying in touch on a regular basis, that'll change your world.
How do you stay in touch on a regular basis with your core people or your sphere or your database?
It's mostly care calls and checking in. That's what resonates with me, is just making sure people are doing okay, particularly right now. Guys, this is interaction. This is interaction. I was talking to another great TL friend of mine today, and the reality is we can't get together in person the way that we used to, and most of us are driven by that. That's the energy that we get. And so this is tough. We're 2 years deep. This is tough. So it's important for us to actually get the energy back some way. And if you get energy from helping people, well, then go help some people, and you'll find that you're going to be helped as a result.
Yeah, you're so good at that. Like, that is your main passion, is going out and helping other people. So I have to ask you, and Brooke, please jump in here too with any other questions. What has been your biggest challenge growing other agents and teams?
I would say we get really, really well trained as leadership at Keller Williams. And as a result, well, let me step back 1 second and answer that by saying this. Once you've been in this industry for a while, you forget what you didn't know. And so there's a lot of newer licensees who you just kind of assume they know those things. Leadership's like that. And so as a result, we have these assumptions that people understand the millionaire real estate agent models. We like, I've been doing this for a ridiculous amount of time at this point. And so I've been trained on these things, and they just seem second nature to me at this point. And so the problem is, I assume everybody knows what those things are. And because they're so simple, I assume everybody should know them. And it's like reading the Millionaire Real Estate Agent book. You read it and you look at it and you go, that's simple. Yeah, it's simple. It's not easy. And as a result, you think, because you conceptually get it, that you're doing it, and you're not doing it. You just understand it. And so that's what happens to me as a leader, is they've trained me on all these great things, and I just assume everybody should know those things. And as a result, they must be doing them. And the reality is, most people aren't doing them. And as you know, it's a systems thing. It's a follow the models thing. That's what I would say advice wise. If you could just learn to accept the fact that other people have done this before you and follow the things that they've done just a little bit, not even all the way, just a little bit, you'll find that the success starts to build on itself, and it'll grow.
So I love that. And I have a question for our 90. I was hoping for over 100 today, guys, not gonna lie.
We need 10 people to phone a friend. We need 100.
Phone a friend and get them on. All right, look at that. We got 91. Okay, listen, I'm asking the group here, how many of you have the MREA? And if you don't know what I'm talking about, Mark, what is the MREA?
Millionaire Real Estate Agent. It's the Red Book. We call it the Red Book.
How many of you on this call, and thank you, our first time caller, Heidi, for showing us, how many of you have a copy of that? Can you see it? Can you see the chat, by the way?
Oh, yeah.
Can you see the chat?
It's blowing up. People.
All right, but I want to know who does not have one. We need to know who you are too. Because as Mark is saying, why do they need one, Mark? Why is this so important to our conversation today?
So it's literally a roadmap. So first of all, it starts with mindset. The first third of the book is mindset, and it tells you all the things that you're going to do miss. By the way, it's not going to change the fact that you're still going to screw up. That's okay. But it's mindset that will help you to, I shouldn't say but, right? I should. And it's going to teach you some mindset things. The second third is literally a roadmap for how to do real estate as big as you want. And so, and when I say roadmap, I mean, no kidding, it's a roadmap. So if you just follow those systems and models, and just do the same things that they're talking about, you will grow your business to whatever level you choose.
All right, so we're putting an offer here. If you drop Brooke an email or an email address in the chat, we're going to send you a copy digitally. So guys, if you don't have one, we're going to make it easy for you to have it. Now, here's the other question, Mark, I have to ask the group, right? How many of you have read the MREA book? Like, no. Like, let me back that up. How many of you have read the MREA book and have taken action on any part of it? Mark, you have?
I have. I would say this. So if Keller was sitting here right now, he would tell you that you need to do it 12 times, right? He says every single time you do it, it's like taking one level of class. So if you want to get out of high school, you need to do it 12 times. And the reality is that I've done it a lot more than that. I would say this though. Get it on audio and listen to it, and just understand that as you're listening to it on audio, you need to go back and look at the charts that they talk about afterwards. And there's downloads available at kellerinc.com. And if you get the book from Jen, just drop it in the chat there, and you get that book. You should do it more than once. And every single time you read it, I will tell you that as somebody who's read it a lot of times and listened to it even more, that you'll get different things out of it. And every time it's like, wow, those guys did a really good job. They did a really good job writing this thing. They're in the rewrite for how long now, Jen? Like 20 years. And right. So at some point they're going to have the MREA too. But what I will tell you is this: MREA, that book that you guys have access to,
Still relevant.
It will not
Still
change.
relevant.
It's completely going to be the same. There's just going to say, oh, by the way, there's digital this now and there's digital that now, and the numbers
Right,
might
and
change a fraction, but it's the same.
Right.
Yep.
And I'll tell you this, there are times in your life where you read it and it doesn't click yet because you're not there in your business. Right? You haven't felt a struggle or a pain or something that is forcing you to look at yourself, your business, and these models and systems. I mean, one of my books with me, I think I've read this one 8 times. I just put a check in the back of the book every time I finish it. So this one I've gone through 8 times. The thing is getting pretty thin, worn out. The spiral's going from being in my backpack. But every time you hear it or listen to it or read it again, you will find something that you didn't hear before, and it's going to impact your life and your business.
So Mark, and great, thank you, Brooke. That's a great add-on because I think it's so important to take that and really absorb it, what Brooke just said. Also, Mark, we need to move on to our content because we have some really cool content. And most importantly, we have a really amazing gift to give away. And if you are on the call, you're eligible, by the way. So Mark, last parting words. What is your best piece of advice for our group here today?
So I would say, since I'm looking at Brooke, I would say that if you are not currently embracing your database, and I don't care what that looks like, whether it's Command or something else, Excel spreadsheet, Christmas card list, whatever it might be, that is the most important thing that you will have within your business. And then it's just a means of creating those regular touches. And as long as you're not feeling salesy, you'll do it. And if you are feeling salesy, I would guess you're not going to do it. And so I would say database, and figure out how not to be salesy. That would basically turn you into a millionaire producer in no time.
All right. I hope you guys wrote that down. Database. You're not going to be salesy. All right. You ready to roll the content? Mark, will you stay on with us while we share this amazing content?
100%. And I'm going to go mute though, because I don't want to be hogging time.
All right. Let's do it. Let's do this.
Breath.
We're late.
All right, let's go. Let's go with that content. Is somebody sharing from your world that you want me to share?
I think you got to share it.
Got it.
I don't, yeah.
Can you stop sharing your sound so I can?
Oh yeah, of course I can. I thought I did.
It's okay. I love this. It's funny. I'm a holidays person, right? We've known that from all kinds of things that we've done together as a group. I love the holidays. And it's no different. There's a holiday for every single thing we do in our world, right? Everything. So this month is no different. If my share is not working, it's blocked out.
What?
I know. I think it's because I'm Facebook.
All right, go ahead. Try it again.
Try one more thing. There we go. Okay. All right. So again, thank you to our host, Mark Kavanaugh, our co-host. That was just, I always leave with chills. Okay. So let's talk about this week's action items. And you guys know I am such a social media beast. It is such a great way to get your personality and your branding out there. And we give you a bazillion ways to do it. So make sure you are checking the Outfront article that they give on how do you spark your social media. There's a ton of ideas. And guess what, guys? Within Outfront, when you click the link, it brings you back to those things in design so you can brand them, schedule them, and off they go. Set it and forget it. It's like a little rotisserie chicken. It's juicy, it's wonderful, off you go. Then there's more. They give you writing prompts this month on what to say in your handwritten notes, your text messages. Valentine's Day is just not for partners or your immediate family. It is such a way to crush on your community or do things like highlight your favorite charity. Ask your sphere to give back to the things that matter to you. So you'll see those in this episode of Outfront. I love it. I read it. It was awesome. All right, Jen, want to take the Did You Know?
Yeah, absolutely. We have a counter offer. Did you know? And obviously everybody on this call, or I assume everybody on this call knows what a counter offer is. Yet your database, your data bank, your sphere, your Facebook, your everybody might not. So we are sharing with them a little bit of our real estate vocabulary and what a counter offer really is. And I'm so excited. We have 95. We just need 5
I just added 2 more. Sorry, I just took a breath and a drink because it's of iced tea, nothing else. But I was so excited because we hit a big number. It's because we're giving away something big.
Yeah, big.
big. And so why do we love these did you know so much, Jen? You know why I love them, but
Oh my goodness, because we have a vocabulary that not all of our communities have. So we are sharing our vocabulary with everybody so that way we could all have the same conversation. And it's a conversation piece for your community.
and this one could be very controversial. Like I'm dying to see what the engagement looks like, and I follow so many of you. I can't wait to see what it looks like. But also it goes back to what Mark said: is we speak our own lingo here, even in leadership, and we assume everybody else speaks that lingo. So you're just educating your consumers one more post at a time. So we love these. And remember,
Ryan said they still have those, not just highest and best.
Maybe we should start doing more memes. Like,
by the way, Ryan, sit down for a second. I got to tell you something. It's changing. The market is going to be changing, and these counter offers, we're going to have to be experts at how we counter offer things in the future. That's just like my crystal ball just told me to say that, Ryan, just so you know. It's happening. All right. I love this one. This one's one of my favorites.
all right. Do you want to read it? This
No,
or that?
go ahead.
All right, this or that, sweet treats or sweet scents? How do you prefer to be showered with love on Valentine's Day? Let's take a poll. Drop your comments below. But wait, if we don't talk about Bruno and those aren't your things and you don't like these, sorry, now it's going to be stuck in your head. It's been an earworm all day. What would you rather give or receive from that special someone? Put it in the comments below. So this is a great way, guys. You know what I'm going to say. Like, we should have like Pee Wee Herman jump out and it's the word of the day. What am I going to say around this? Tags. These are tags. Your sphere and your people, they're giving you the info to add to your data bank, right? They are giving you on how they want to be showered with love and attention. Use it.
All right, I gotta see in the chat who's this or that, who's candy, who's flowers. Matt is tacos for the high five. I will give you a high five on tacos for sure.
Yes, I'm tacos too. Like,
look at Mark Kavanaugh, chocolate covered roses. Okay.
That doesn't sound great.
Guys, you never know if you're putting stuff in here, you may get something from us as a surprise. So always tell us and what do I want to say? Participate when we're asking questions, because you never know what you could get from us. By the way, it's not going to be
licorice. Bob, is it red or black licorice though? I gotta know. Is it red or black licorice? Yes, I'm one of the rare people I always think who likes black licorice. I do like it. I don't love it, but if it's there, I will eat it. Dark chocolate. How about those sea salted caramel dark chocolate things?
All right, we're going off in the past.
I know.
Let's bring it back because we have some time to talk. I think that's it, right?
That is. I love this. And guys, make sure to get those posts out there and talk about how you celebrate. My husband takes our daughter out. That's his Valentine. I'm not his Valentine, and I am very much okay with that. So that's our special thing. I will be posting about that in her dressed up, ready to go. That's their day. So connect with your sphere and your Facebook community on this. And don't forget to shower the people who make your life easier in your business with love this month.
Absolutely. Love that. Okay. So we have something to give away. And
yes, before
while you're doing that, 94 people, I need to ask, how many of you know of an event that Keller Williams is having this month?
Family reunion.
Thank you. Thank you, my friend. She's not driving anymore, so it's safe. We could talk. Yes, family reunion. Congratulations to you that know that. If you don't, what family reunion is our annual convention that Keller Williams hosts every February. And this is the first one back live since before the pandemic. There's about 10,000, 11,000 people going live. And then we also have an opportunity for what, Brooke? What is the opportunity?
Digital. There's a digital version.
So they told us today, they told us today that almost the entire part of family reunion is going to be hybrid and digital. The only part that's not is the expo center, right?
Yep.
Brooke and I might go live there anyway, but we'll see.
We will be. And they're starting to release the agenda today. I saw it. It's trickling in. It's trickling in.
So here's the thing. How many of you are going live? Put your hand up or put in the comments. Mark, Corinna, Heidi, you're going live? All right. I can't see anybody else. I only have a few of you on my top screen. Live. Awesome. If you are live, we hope to see you on Sunday evening at Top Golf. You got the invites. I know you did. Top Golf, 7 o'clock. We'll see you there. If you are going digitally, here is the chance. How many of you are going digitally? Put your hand up or say yes.
Or put in the chat.
Yeah. Virtual. Okay. Here's, I love this. You guys are you're really gonna love digital. Here's what we're doing today. Our prize winner is getting a digital ticket to Family Reunion. Even if you have one, by the way, guys, this is the opportunity for you to gift it to somebody who absolutely needs the ticket. That is the gift today, though. It's a digital ticket to Family Reunion. Whether you're going live or already have one, it's okay. We're giving you the opportunity to pay it forward today and change somebody else's world, because that's what we're about here at Keller Williams. Keller Williams says, change my world, and it's my mission to change as many people's world as I can. One of the reasons why I love this job so much. So today we're going to be every person on this call, not just people who put what do you call it?
Yeah,
the form.
Every
single person on this call has an opportunity to win this ticket. Who wants to win it? Who wants to win it?
There's, yes, so many. Can you imagine if you're going and you do win, being able to shower this on an agent who this would change their career? Because many of you don't know, Family Reunion was my first week at KW. Holy blinders off, learn everything, right? Like, talk about jumping into the fire.
By the way, you have to be here to win. I see a couple people dropped off. You have to be here to win. All right, you ready?
Are you ready? Yep. So I have a spreadsheet up and you give me the number.
All right, Brooke. Here
All
it
right.
is. All right, guys, here it is. The ball and the number is 172.
Okay, hold on.
172.
I am remote doing this. I don't have my 800 screens. 172 from Gateway, beautiful New Hampshire. Sandra Galvez.
Sandra, are you here?
Sandra.
Wait, don't go anywhere, guys, because I have a
Don't go
surprise.
anywhere.
Don't go anywhere, guys. You don't
We
want
have
to
one
leave.
more.
Trust me, I have a surprise. All right. Is she here? She has to be here to win.
Are you on? I see her in the chat.
Yes, I am.
Hold on. Let me pin you.
With 10% battery. I thought that I was gonna get cut down.
All right. Congratulations, Sandra. You
Thank
won
you.
a digital ticket to Family Reunion. Did you already have one?
No, I don't. I was actually
Awesome.
gonna get it today.
Awesome. Well, you're gonna get it on the region. And guess what,
Thank
guys?
you.
Because Cassie's away, we're gonna give away one more. So we're giving away a second Family Reunion digital ticket. You have to be here to win. You ready for this? Brooke, you have her contact information, right?
I do. Yep.
Okay. Here we go.
All right. Hold on. I
Might
gotta get my
in
thing
trouble for
back
this
up.
one.
Hold
Might
on. I
get
gotta
in
get my
trouble.
thing back up.
All right. Mark, don't tell anybody.
Secret is safe with me, ladies, and the other 95 people on the call.
All right. Number 73.
All right. So I can't tell what market center you're from. Hold on. 73. And I might mess up your last name. I'm so sorry. Karen McMahon.
Karen, are you on? Karen,
I see her in there.
you gotta come. You gotta come.
I am here. I'm sorry, my dogs are barking, so I have it on quiet.
Well, it's okay. Congratulations to you. What market center are you in?
Cape Cod and Islands.
Congratulations. You are going to Family Reunion Digital. Did you have a
Thank
ticket
you.
already?
I did. I did what do you call it? Live. I was gonna go live and I just switched to virtual. So I'm psyched. I'm very happy. Thank you.
Congratulations and thank you for being on our call. Everybody here, thank you. Please come back next week. We want to go over 100 next week, and you never know what we're going to be giving away. So make sure you get back on with us. Thank you guys. Congratulations, Sandra. Karen, and a big, huge thank you to Mark Cavanaugh for coming on our call today and providing some awesome, awesome, awesome value. So thank you guys. Have a happy Monday.
Happy
Thanks,
Monday,
everyone.
everybody.